to change, but it's worth too much money to let go of there. Blockade the City of World's Desire. Yes, well, we're going to be bringing in a lot more lights, so our ability to blockade is going to go way up. Since I don't want the Portuguese out just yet, because I want to steal that colony from them, we'll turn our attention towards the Otto Freaks. Gotta remember that I need to return and raid the heck out of Britain. Keep the elections going. Free elections in my free pirate republic. That said, I don't like having fewer than 80 Republican tradition. It's a trigger for bad events. And really, who wants bad events? What's that? 5 Ottoman galleys. What if I popped my nose out of here and then swiftly back in here? I wonder what kind of face they would make. Oh, I see him moving there, right? He wants something. Oh, right, he definitely wants something. He's running away to sell as soon as he can. Oh, fair enough. But me, I'm still going to keep the blockade going as best I can. I don't really want to fight their galleys with my lights. That seems oddly suicidal. But once we have a bit more oomph from our navy in town, and here it comes, we'll be free to do a lot more blockading. Alright, Aspain is fully up and running, and fully cored, and it makes sense for it to also give us the shipyard, because there's no autonomy on this whole area. Good area, I like it a lot. I do like seeing prosperity in my lands. Thank God for these lands, actual temperate grasslands that I was able to develop up. But it freed up a colonist for me. Question is, where do I go colonizing now? I pretty much have the liberty of all the new worlds, so it's just a question of where I want to go. Not somewhere that has me compete with this, that's for sure. Although I don't know if you compete with that when your capital is in the new world. The Spanish are getting around. So I should take... Yeah! I should take this island so I can just do an absolute screw you along this coastline. And again, other islands are available and they have more development. Yeah, I like the look of you. You're probably another one province area though, which makes me super sad. But we're just going to eat the fact that we're going to have a lot of areas, I think. It's not like we're chewing into our limit here. Don't like it, don't like it. Austria has claims on my land because I left the HRE. So naturally they want me dealt with. However, that claim is going to go away before too long. Alright, welcome new blockading fleet. My heavy ships, I want you maybe with the other heavies, because they still have a fair number of galleys, which is going to give me a bit of grief. And then the transport should meet up with the other transports. And Olwyn's, I don't have a particular job for you right now. And I will have you guys go around and do your blockading duty. Nice enough to know that I have range on almost all of this. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, it's a single Ottoman galley. Well, you know, Olwyn's, make your mark in history by flattening one single boat. Alright, so the Ottomans are not best pleased with this. I'm still getting ticking war score from it rather nicely. So I'm going to get another 15, taking me up to 40. Combine that with length of war, and I should be able to get something out of this. The downside is, of course, the Portuguese, which I've yet to really twist the thumb clamps on. Alright, yes, you. Please get to privateering right there. join up with the others. 49k stack in 1586. Okay, Jake. Well, that's not my stack, obviously. Which one are you looking at? We're playing on very hard mode. We have 49k stacks in 1450. Very hard mode pulls 0 punches. And I'm all the happier that it doesn't. This is not sustainable for me. Without having all my heavies, oh, jings, this over force limit's getting a bit outrageous. Because I'm still building loads of lights and the like. Perhaps I should scuttle some, but it's kind of important for me to have a big navy. It's kind of my thing. Well, over force limit alone isn't what's causing this. It's just this cost in general and the fact that I don't have good, solid, stable income. I want to get back to privateering the Ottomans. Maybe I should do that. Right? All these lights that are blockading the guy. Right? It mounts up a bit, but not nearly as much as just taking his dosh. And I like taking his dosh. You guys have this one under wraps. What if I just got my lights together? You know, the whole lot of them. Which means not you. And not you. Bring you guys all together. Hey, what? Yeah, let's bring all of you guys together here, see what happens. Are there any lights I'm missing here? We'll see what happens. What do we have here? Just a spare galley there. Guess I'll throw you in with a lot. Just stop building ships. Nonsense. Our ships are what keep us alive. Not financially, of course, but... alright, Olwins, you have good maneuver. Not as good as Shadow, but still fairly alright. I want you to privateer Constantinople and make us oodles of dosh, please. If you get caught, then hopefully my heavies are in a good place to protect you. But I like to think that's a big enough fleet that... oh, jeez, you coward. Well, he's still privateering, even though he's cowardly sitting away there. I don't understand that. Sometimes they just don't... They just don't do what I'd like them to do. Naval AI, how does it work? I mean, it's no skin off my nose if you're still active whilst you're in the port, but that's certainly not intentional. Oh well, I'll take it. Point is, it'll help out a bit with my finances if you go and get that dosh. Not so much since I lose out on the blockading, but that's kind of what I'd like excess galleys to do. Not that I have excess galleys. What if I had you guys do it? Nah, you guys... heavies are not good at blockading, period. Ah, that's a problem. You're not meant to go to... Are they repairing? Surely not. Everybody's fully charged up and ready to go. Even at bold, the pirates are cowards. Yeah, I can't say I'm impressed with that one. Get to privateering, you fools. Okay, if you just want to sit there as well, as long as you make me the dosh. As long as we hold that one as well. Right, I think we can speed up a bit. The Portuguese are evidently no threat, and we're slowly, and I do mean slowly, getting that. Ooh, I do not see that as a lot of money for me. That's better, and they're staying out there. What was it? A Mayan faith Greek here. I need the prestige, really, and that prestige is worth more than that paltry sum of ducats. Needs a setting beyond bold. How about borderline suicidal? How about, yeah, that's what I want. I just want to force him to go out there no matter what. Nice! Irons right here for me. Chief Irons. Well, you know what? There's no point in me paying for this fort if it's under no threat of being taken over. More furs. I like furs almost as much as I like iron. Austrian claims. Would not be fun for me if Austria declared war, mind. It's not yet time to be raiding. That's in 88. Oh, I don't like that treasury situation. I don't like it one bit. Kathgiri's dead. Oh, I wanted you dead in a manner of speaking. If you don't hire the advisor, you're not going to get... Oh, I have a prestige advisor. I don't need more. I just want more. Still didn't raid Mamluks, Jake. This is true. Alexandria have a lot of anti-piracy going on, though. We'll come back to that at a later date. Right, I got you guys, and you guys are pretty good for blockading. So I'll have you out doing exactly that. I want my heavy ship, though. You know what, maybe I have too many heavies that are just sitting around smelling their own farts. 19 heavies are plenty of heavies for me to be enjoying right now. I will take early Caracs and decommission them. Send them over to Crete and decommission them. If I decommission them here, do I get my sailors back? Can't remember. The answer is yes. Yes, I do. Nice. What are you? You're just a regular Carac, so I don't want to get rid of you. But we kind of have access to galleons now. I can just get rid of you. Stop spending all this extra dosh. Makes all my Caracs a bit cheaper since we're not over the force limit quite so much. 7 ducats extra a month due to being over force limit, and are we still building boats? Of course we're still building boats. Tons of boats. Look at this. I asked for lights, and I'm getting lights. Delighted. Oh right, I'm not shift dragging. I'm the one that teaches people about control dragging, and I don't know how to shift drag. Right, it's all well and good for you guys. Get back over here so I can have a job for you. Either that or we have you do more raiding up here. You know what, I like more raiding up here approach already. Incorruptible. Not that corruption's an issue for us. Alright, get those sieges going. We have pretty good blockade efficiency, so let's make that matter. Oh, what do we have here? We've got a whole bunch of their galleys thinking they can take us on, and they're probably not wrong, so I'm not afraid, but let's not be daft. This fiscal situation is not sustainable, but these wars are not something I can easily get out of. Curse the Ottomans and their desire to be at war with me. Oh, they get quite a lot of war score from blockading Cyprus, and I don't have necessarily an answer to that, because if I try to move in on them, they just jump over to Isel, and I just have to eat that. Unless, of course, I send a bunch of galleys to hold that down, which I will, and I even have... Who do I have free to do that? Probably Olwyn's. Yes and no. Mostly no. Oh, what's this? The Ottoman fleet's come out to play. Well, I'm game. Unfortunately, it's heavies versus galleys here. Advantage galleys. However, I have a funny feeling that my heavies are up to the task. There we go. We even stole ourselves a new heavy. They scratched our flagship, though. I'm not chuffed about that. So I'll take this Carac, say goodbye to it. Otherwise, hey, we stole a bunch of other ships as well. More lights are good lights. But also, let's just dispose of that for now. More galleys are also good galleys. Ah, look at him. Starting to already wish I'd put an admiral in charge here. Get over there, Olwins. You know what's what. I mean, he's... Wow. The battles do help me out a touch. Things I don't want white peace with the Ottomans. I want to take some islands from him, but they know I'm not a threat to their mainland. At least we got rid of that war score they get for blockading Cyprus. Remember how you used to have 3,500 ducats, Jake? Yeah, in a way. Like I said, this war isn't sustainable for me because my fleet is costing me everything I've got. So I'm in a bit of a hard spot there. And these guys really want my stuff. They're so used to getting things from me when they declare war upon me. Maybe I really shouldn't be building all these extra boats. But I want these extra boats. Oh well, farewell, early frigate there. Gonna grab these folks. Get you guys together here. And say, listen, if you wouldn't mind, make me some money on the English Channel, because I need some money. You got a spare ducat, friend. And then I look at these folks here, these fine frigates, and I say, I don't really want to do this, but they have good anti-piracy measures, so I will privateer Yuki Watsits. Alright, fair enough. These lights are costing us way too much. Being over force limit is costing us way too much. And I think a big chunk of that is having far too many galleys. Even though they're pretty vital over here. See that heavy ship? No, we don't. See all these damaged galleys? 13 beats 12, good enough for me. There we go. And that alone should save me a good chunk of dosh every month. Ah, well, he noticed I got rid of that heavy, and now he wants to throw everything he's got at me once more. I don't blame him for that. However, it's very risky for me to leave that open, just in case they do manage to take me down. So I will haul ass with you guys. I don't know why I even worried. Look at my ships go. Diplomat's deed, and whilst I do need to tighten my belt, I do want free dip. Yeah, I don't know why I worry about you guys. Back you go. And my bold pirates have decided now's the time to move, and they're gonna move in to engage with these folks. Would you mind doing pretty much anything other than that? Yes, they would. Oh, now that's a cracking victory. That broke the back of the Ottoman Navy. Again, let's just get rid of the... do like those lights, but let's get rid of a bunch of these broken down ships. Let's not accidentally get rid of the wrong bunch here. Privateer Denmark, Jake. I would love to just invade Denmark good and proper, but we will get to that. Right, you'll be there on the 12th of June, right? Which means on the 11th, I would like you guys to get out of there so you don't... just get out of there as soon as you can so you don't cost me anything. Oops, shouldn't have done that because that just tanked you guys' morale. Oh boy, did that tank you guys' morale. Whoops. Forgot about that. Having your ships leave the battle crushes morale. So I just, well, I made those savings that I wanted, at the very least. Ottomans still content that they're holding Constantinople. How could they? Alright, that was a bit of a bummer, but still, let's go out. The wars look to be going well. I mean, they are going well. And we'll take it. Wonder if though, yeah, I figure those ships would get attacked, but I wonder if they'll make it through. Still want to get some proper blockades going on here. Nah, Olwyn should be on here. He's got an important job to do. I'm fairly certain my 31 lights can deal with these suckers. Leave a cheeky little blockade. This would be a nice place to blockade as well. It's a whole load of Ottoman ports. And yeah, you guys didn't fly so good. Goodbye, all of you. Messy fighting going on here, which isn't good for us. Now about that Portuguese colony, I'm starting to want it more and more. It would be expensive to take, and I don't exactly have a colony that I can just cast aside for it. But let's not forget about UKIC. Length of war is not doing me any favours, which is a big pain here. It's not been that long a war, right? It started in 83, so it's only been going on for 4 years. Naturally, they don't think that's long enough. This is great. Fabricate Claim Overseas Trade Company. It'll allow me to start expanding elsewhere. And I like the idea of expanding elsewhere. There's a problem that the Ottomans are probably just going to fight me again in the future. And as long as I can only beat them on the seas, right, what I need is to be able to actually support a massive number of ships that I can just leave keeping him blockaded whilst I do other things. Currently, it's eating up all my attention and all my money, which is not good. It's very not good. Shipyard fire in Sligo. Bloomin' Irish can't go 2 days without setting something on fire. And autonomy's not going down because I'm at war, of course. Ah, excellent. The Azores have been culturally Greekified. So the Portuguese are going to lose their core probably when I eventually get done with this war that I have them in. I hope we don't have white peace with them. Well, you know what? I can prevent white peace, of course, by having you under blockade, just to reset any counters there. Also, in the interest of gaining a bit of money and sailors during these dark times, let's raid our good friends, the natives. They always have a bit of dosh for us. Ah, the Spaniards, of course. Why the heavens not? I mean, they did colonize these lands, obviously knowing that we'd be coming along taking it all. I wonder if you can raid incomplete colonies. What's that? You can? Well, don't mind if I do. There we go. Got to keep the economy flowing somehow. I've got a whole bunch of raiding that I need to do around here as well, but I want more light ships up there to help with that. I currently don't have enough. This bloomin' Ottoman war just never really ending. Could I, would I, should I send my lights up there instead? If I know this war isn't going to end anytime soon, and all signs point to that it won't, why don't I make that so? I'll have you help out there. I will grab my lights, and lights only. And we're going to go and bully the British. Prepare to be bullied, nerd. Yeah, I think his galleys will topple my lights there. So get out of there when you can. Join up with the others and go and bully those Brits. It's a real shame you guys got dropped down to 12, then you're not going to fight quite as well. you guys up here. I don't need to pay for this fort when nothing much is going on. But I should keep a navy stationed here that can defend this. It's kind of your job, but that's also kind of not enough. I'll keep that fort active when the British truce is up. Ah, here's the Portuguese. I don't see any Portuguese army there, so I genuinely wonder what they're up to. I think I can make good peace with the Portuguese just by ram raiding their mainland, but I want Zurich. I really rather want Zurich. But I can do that when it's at like the 800s mark, because then I won't have to pay extra for it for very long. And then I simply take that island from them as I take over their mainland, and I should be pretty happy with that. Jake, instead of taking something from the Ottomans for yourself, you could give back Vienna to Austria to thank them for their help. I could, but I could also not. I abandoned the Empire because they were too weak. Alright, this could be a problem now. I'm really hoping that our Pirate King can make it all come together. But Jings, look at our morale tank. I'm looking at our morale tank, and we are not making gains in this battle. I like the look of that. I like that morale of navies at this point, actually. I want it all. I mean, our army is made of tissue paper. May as well get it reformed. We're way ahead on the dip tech. It's not like I have a lot that I can really do with it other than develop or culturally enrich places. And what in the world should I be doing then? Well, maybe we could find the lovely tobacco and fur provinces that we have over here and say, yeah, please do get developed. Because I got nothing to do with all these monarch points for the foreseeable future. But yes, navy please. Still want that. I don't see a reason not to take it right now, truth be told. This is a problem though. My fleet's getting hammered here. And that's my flagship. Tell me they didn't just take the British flagship off of me. I don't see it anymore. Oh, it might have gotten hammered in one of the previous ones. You now have 100 navy tradition, right? That's what I'm led to believe. They have a lot more galleys they could throw into this if they were so inclined. I'm letting the Ottomans rebuild way too much. Look at that, they got more galleys than they started this war with. And I have fewer heavies than I started the war with. So this is an unpleasant situation to be in, to say the least. Well, I will celebrate a bit by raiding the ever-loving crap out of these guys. With you guys, whilst you folks help out with the privateering, of course. You guys raid after a month has passed. So how's the battle going? I really don't want to lose my flagship and all this, but it's getting torn apart, Lisa. Yeah, it's getting torn apart. Gotta go. Damn it. I had every advantage of the seas, and now the Ottomans have turned that around on me. Well, at the very least, we are going to raid Naxos on the way out of here. That is a big pain. Very big pain for me. And I can't exactly bring these galleys into the works, because they're busy defending. Well, there are these galleys, but they're running their own risks out there. Basically, times are bad, yo. So let's let off some steam by stealing some dosh. You got complacement, says Andre Kroon. Yes, I did get complacement. On the plus side, I got cores.